Hello, how are you? In this day and age when digital marketing is booming and presentation skills are considered as a major skill for each and every individual, then why do you want to settle for a plain resume or a simple LinkedIn or social media account? There is a myth associated with digital portfolios that these are only helpful for the people who are either freelancers, artists, graphic designers or architects. Actually, digital portfolio is helpful for anyone who understands the need, benefits and how to use it. And this includes students as well. Actually, this is more helpful for the students because they cannot show their hands-on experience on any skill or talent on their resume because of a lack of work experience. And working professionals and freelancers can build their personal brand with the help of a digital portfolio. This video will help any individual in any industry, in any job profile. So friends, let's take it forward. Now let's come to the benefits. Digital portfolio can help you impress the HRs or your clients if you are a freelancer, because it is sometimes better than your resume. Your resume limits your explanation of your skills within text and some images, and this limitation is removed by a digital portfolio by adding your thought process, work samples, achievements and your story. Sometimes you cannot give a clear picture to your HR or client only with the help of a resume. The audio or visual artists who cannot have their work samples on their resume and which are more selling point for them, they use a digital portfolio. And jobs for which you think digital portfolio is not important, you should rethink, because you can get the same benefits which audio or visual artists are getting from a digital portfolio. And this is the power of visuals, graphics and presentation. And if you like the video so far, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing my channel so that you can get the notification of upcoming videos. For your digital portfolio, you should choose your platform wisely. If you want to have a dedicated website for yourself, yes, you can have it. There are both free and paid options available. I have my website on wordpress.com, but you can look beyond a website. You can convert your social media profile like your Instagram or Facebook profile to look and behave like a digital portfolio. If you are not from a audio or video content background, you can convert your LinkedIn profile to serve as a digital portfolio. You just need to add certain components to your social media profile or your website so that it can behave as a digital portfolio. If you want, then you can prepare a PowerPoint presentation as a digital portfolio. So you got to know that you can just make any platform as your digital portfolio. Here are some options which you can use to make a digital portfolio. You don't need to be a website designer or graphic designer to design your portfolio. There are several websites who have a dedicated theme to design a portfolio. You just need to take care of certain design elements helpful for making a portfolio. These design elements are colors, typography and content. Your major focus should be making your digital portfolio functional and minimalistic, so that the major attention grabbing element of your digital portfolio is your content or work sample. Yes, if you are a graphic designer, you should take a different route and add vibrancy in your portfolio, which adds up to your personal brand. The color scheme and the typography chosen should be as per your taste, but on the other hand should be easily readable, and go with the content that you are adding. The size of the content should also help in easy understanding of a portfolio. The component of a digital portfolio remains same whether you make your portfolio on a website, PowerPoint presentation or social media profile. The components of a winning digital media profile is your brand story, vision, bio, education and professional background, your work samples or work pieces, achievements, honors, and your contact information. You can always alter the sequence but use logic before deciding. Actually, in other words, your digital portfolio is a visual presentation of your plain and simple resume, and make this presentation just like you make a presentation for your boss or client. To add impact in your digital portfolio, you should always add a brand story, though it can be a personal brand. Your digital portfolio should answer the following questions. Who are you? What impact you can make? What is your background? What you have done so far? Do you have any recognition? And how can I contact you? These are a few components of a digital portfolio. But if you know anything else or you have anything else in your mind, please do comment me below. In your digital portfolio, you should share only those work samples which you are allowed to share. If you are a working professional or a freelancer, you might be working on something which is confidential and secretive. You should be cautious while sharing it to public or in your digital portfolio, because sometimes confidentiality of work might lead to legal consequences if broken. So in this scenario, you should do your own research or analysis which you can freely share to public or in your digital portfolio. If you can produce your own work samples like blogs, research or codes or anything that displays your work, I think that this can be on par with your actual work samples. Though this comes with a limitation, because your actual work samples displays your legit work experience, but your own created work samples can only prove your skills and talent. So take care of that. Please do let me know in the comment which is more important for you, your actual work samples or your own created work pieces. Once you are done with your portfolio, you should review it and get it reviewed by others. Your portfolio should be free from errors and should have easy navigation for intended impact. And you should take suggestions from others for your digital portfolio. And your portfolio should always have the latest work samples or work pieces, and you should remove the older ones which you think are not required. The more effort you give in making your digital portfolio, the less effort you require to explain your work to others. You can send the link to your digital portfolio along with your resume. You can have it pinned in your LinkedIn profile, and you can add it in your email signature. If you are a freelancer, you will see a great improvement and benefit from a digital portfolio. And if you are a student, your resume will always be preferred from the people who do not have a digital portfolio. Please write to me if you have any query regarding digital portfolio in the comment section. You can also contact me on the social media profiles mentioned in the description, and a humble request to like this video and subscribe to my channel. So that is it for the day. Thanks for watching. Meet you in the next one, and bye.